When writing a review for an album posthumously, it can be a daunting task. For whatever reason, in my mind, I imagine that the album is going to be somewhat melancholic, maybe even dark in nature. We tend to associate the circumstances of the artist's situation with the creative process, and when you've been diagnosed with a terminal illness, it's hard to imagine any other mindset. But the truth is, Malcolm Black's final album, Songs for the Family, is a heartfelt love letter. It doesn't dwell on the prospect of eventual loss, but reminisces about family and the joy of love. The energy is there from the first track, Simple True, an upbeat song with poignant advice that love doesn't need to be complicated.
Keep it simple. Keep it true.
Scylla and Martha are both whimsical, rolling tracks dedicated to his daughters. They are a sort of tracks that any loving father would aspire to perform for their offspring, playful and personal.
I've got Scylla, she's got me. We're as happy as can be.
Forgive Me begins to tug at the heartstrings as Malcolm asks for literal forgiveness for leaving his family behind after his untimely passing. It's a heavy track and pulls no punches with its genuine feeling of what he sees as personal failure to provide and protect once he's gone.
I never asked to die. I left you. Will you ever forgive me?
Then Malcolm's wife Julia adds her vocals to the song We Are One. A sort of response to the apologetic Forgive Me, she sings about rising to the challenge of the next chapter of family life.
I'll continue what we started. I'll keep moving along that path.
Malcolm Black was prematurely taken from us 2 years ago when he lost his battle with cancer at the age of 58. Songs for the Family was recorded just 2 months before his passing, and the mixing and finishing was a process that was stalled a few times due to the events of 2020. But it's now here in all its glory for you to admire and perhaps contemplate your own legacy. With this album's rich tapestry of expressed love for life and family, which at times asks questions, reaches for answers, and isn't afraid to state that some emotions are best left unexplained. Songwriters are sometimes the unsung heroes of the industry. And in the early days, Malcolm co-wrote one of New Zealand's most iconic 80s tunes, For Today, by the Neitherworld Dancing Toys. And his final creative flourish, Songs for the Family, is a collection of songs that will no doubt ring out as an emotional swan song to this multi-talented bloke.